श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानां उपक्रमे नत्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तं नमामि गजाननम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाणम् अहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं ममन्तर्यामिनम्। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयी वक्षमालां ददाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि चषुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयमुने वसतवदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरमारुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसजाते दशरथात्मजे वेदपराचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सरुद्रमतले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितमग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। वामे भूमिसुता परश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादुकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलं। गुरुवर्थे तिक्तराज्यो व्यचरदनुवनं पद्मपद्भ्यां प्रियायाः पाणिस्पर्शाक्षमाभ्यां रचितपदरुजो यो हरीन्द्रानुजाभ्यां वैरूप्या शूर्पणख्या प्रियप्रकर्षारोपितब्रुविजृम्भद्रस्ताब्धिबद्धसेतु कलतवदघ्नः कौसलेन्द्रोऽवतान्नः। जानकी कांतस्मरणं जय जय राम राम। आंजनेय स्वामी की जय। ततः सम्प्रतितः काले रामः सौमित्रिणा सह सीतां कमलपत्राक्षीम् इदं वचनमब्रवीत्। When they woke up the next morning, Rama woke Lakshmana up. They got ready to travel, continue to travel to Chitrakuta. And on the way, Rama starts pointing out to the various natural treasures that are there in the forest. He says, "Oh Vaidehi, look, Adiptani va Vaidehi sarvatah pushpatan agat Svai pushpai kimshukan pasya malina shishiraatyaye." Kimshuka trees are blossomed, fully blossomed with beautiful flowers everywhere. Rama says, look, those trees look as though they are garlanded by their own flowers. Look at these other trees, Ballatakan. Look at these Ballataka trees. They have so many flowers there is nobody to pluck these flowers. Look at all these trees that are bent with fruits and leaves. He shows things to Lakshmana also. पश्यद्रोण प्रमाणानि लंभमानानि लक्ष्मण मधुनि मधुकारीभि संभृतानि नगे नगे. Lakshmana, look how heavy the honeycombs are, how big they are, crowded with so many bees they are hanging there. We can get a lot of honey from all of these things. Srimad Bhagavatam mein, and Krishna takes all the boys into the forest, he shows them all the natural beauty. Oh, look at those trees, look at the river, look at the birds. Rama shows everything to Sita and Lakshmana. Oh, look at the beauty of this, look at the beauty of it. We should learn how to enjoy these little joys in nature. Nature, when you see a beautiful tree, simply to acknowledge the beauty of the tree itself is to acknowledge the Creator. Viruma, it is not simply the not just looking at the outside beauty of it. அது என்ன ஸ்ரீ விக்கிரகணம் லவன் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா உனக்கு? அனாத்மஸ்ரீ விக்கிரகணம். அனாத்மஸ்ரீயா இருக்கப்படாது இல்லையா? When Shankara Bhagavad-pada went to Kashmira and all the disciples were looking at the sword, getting caught up with the beauty, external beauty of the nature, he composed a little work called Anatmashri Vigrahanam, denouncing the mere external appearance and the external beauty. Nature beauty irukku, there is beauty in nature. The nature beauty has to be understood in the right way and appreciated and enjoyed in the right way. Ellame Atmashri da. Everything is Shri, beauty, prosperity, fortune. Anatma not related to the Atma. If it is not related to the Atma, then the wise do not enjoy it. They only enjoy it when it is related to the Atma. Whatever it is, if they are enjoying something, adukku Atma sambandham. It has some relationship to the Atma. Otherwise, we will get caught up in merely the external appearances. Anal Ramayana Muzhukka, we will find a lot of descriptions where Rama describes the beauty of all the nature and so on. Idu Anatmashri illa, idu Atmashri da. And Rama is not merely looking and getting captivated by the externals, of always a parvayanai aghaladu. In Vasishtam, we see Rama has been exhorted never to lose sight of that. Apparvaina, adapakakudiya parvai. Wherever we are, whatever we are doing, what is sadhana? Being able to see the truth at all times is the real tapasya. Adanale, even though he is walking through the forest and showing all these beauties to Sita, he has not lost sight of the real beauty. Adanalu ellathiyum kaamikkirar. Ellathiyum kaamichinde look how beautiful this place is. Let us settle down here. As they climb onto the hill, they find ஒரு ஆசிரமம். என்ன ஆசிரமம் அப்படின்னா, इति सीता च रामश्च लक्ष्मणश्च कृताञ्जलिः अभिगम्य आश्रमं सर्वे वाल्मीकिम् अभिवादयन्. They reach Valmiki's ashrama. Valmiki's ashrama is nearby. Valmiki's disciple naam Bharadwaja. Adanale he has got his ashrama nearby. Adukku munnadi varaikum he was pakathila. Angadam pakathila irukka. Perhaps the reason why Bharadwaja says go to Chitrakuta is because my guru lives there in Chitrakuta. Avaroda ashram angadam irukku. Adanal go and stay there. So Rama goes to Valmiki's ashrama. Valmiki is the one who is writing this. Adanal he doesn't explain too much about it. Enga ashramathu vandar Ramar appdi sollala. He is not saying too much about it. He simply says they went to Valmiki's ashrama. Valmiki was very delighted. He spoke to them, welcomed them and spoke to them. And they move along. But then they reach a very beautiful spot, and the spot about Rama says, Lakshmana, Anaya Daruni Dridanicha Varanicha. Lakshmana, get good logs of wood that are strong, sound and auspicious, good looking. Kurushva avasatam saumya vase me abhiratam manaha, let us stay here itself, build a hut here for us. Build a hut, அப்படின உடனே immediately Lakshmana starts to bring various different kinds of wood, and with them he made a hut. Walls and so on were made with the wood. He thatched it with leaves. அழகான ஒரு hut பண்ணிட்டார். Very quickly he made it. எப்படி இருக்குன்னா சுதர்ஷனம் அப்படின்னா, very beautiful to look at it. Rama looks around, goes around the whole place, looks at it. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. Looks very nice. சொல்றார், நம்ம since we are planning to live here for a while, வாஸ்து சாந்தி பண்ணணும். வாஸ்து சமனம், வாஸ்து சாந்தி we have got to pacify the vastu deity that lives in this region. ஏன்னா இது வரைக்கும் it was a place where some spirits, some different kinds of beings would have been living here. We have come and we have cleared this area and we are building our own place. Now we are usurping the land that belonged to somebody else. In order to pacify them, we have got to do some rituals. அதனால கர்த்தவ்ய சாஸ்திர திருஷ்டோ ஹி vidhi dharma manusmara, we have got to follow the rites and rituals that Shastra enjoins upon us in such situations. Adanale we have got to do a vastu puja, vastu shamanam, bring the necessary ingredients for it. Nu solra Krishna Mrigam hatva அப்படினு ஒரு வார்த்தை வருது இங்க. They killed a Krishna Mrigam. Krishna black Mrigam, now deer, black deer, antelope, black antelope. And at the same time, several commentators of Ramayana have given an interpretation wherever there is a indication of any mamsam, of any meat of any sort, then they have given an indication that it is not actually to be taken as meat of the deer. Rather, it has to be taken as the pulp of a particular bulb, a tuber called Gajakanda. அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு, அதுதான் எடுத்துக்கணும்னு சொல்றா, because it has got black skin. So since it has got black skin, they say that is what is perhaps meant by Valmiki here, because Rama says, I have taken up a vrata of eating only phala and moola, fruits and roots. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால Rama it is not possible for Rama to eat meat. அப்படின்னு ஒரு school of thought is there, but we don't have to really get caught up in Rama's dietary habits. அதெல்லாம் முக்கியம் இங்க. Various pujas and the rites that have to be offered. Rites அப்படினாலே அக்னி தான். Fire is lit, and to the blazing fire all these offerings are made to satisfy all the divine beings, the devas. எல்லாமே ராமருக்கே தெரியுமா? Rama does not need a priest. Ramasnatva tu niyato gunavan japya kovidaha sangrahena karot sarvan mantran satravasanikan. Since Rama himself was Japya Kovidaha, was an expert in the reciting of all the various mantras that needed to be done, he took his bath, he controlled his mind, intoned all the mantras that are appropriate for the particular ritual and fulfilled everything. He did everything, sanctified the gods, worshipped the lords, and felt great happiness that he has performed his duty, offering oblations to Vishwadevas, Rudra, Vishnu, etc., and for the appeasement of the Vastu Devata, Graha Devata. எல்லாம் பண்ணி Rama enters into the abode. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஜபம் ச ஞாயத கிருத்வா ஸ்நாத்வா நத்யாம் யதா விதி பாபசம் சமனம் ராம சகார பலிமுத்தமம். அதுக்கப்புறம் once again taking a dip in the river as enjoined by the Shastras, he went and did Bhuta Bali on all the directions, made altars in all the quarters, places of worship, sacred spots for doing Agni Karyam. All of this he did, and in this manner they performed all the rites and rituals, even though it is just a hut. Irundalum everything Graha Pravesham as per the Shastras, Vastu Puja, Vastu Shamanam, etc. were all done by them, and they said, okay, we will start to live here. And they started to live there. And as they were living there, the marvelous mountain of Chitrakutam and the river there, எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்து with the animals and birds and so on, Nananda Krishto Mrgapakshi Jushtam Jahu Chadukkam Puravipravasat. They had no sorrow at all whatsoever. The three of them completely forgot that they had been banished from Ayodhya. அதே மறந்து போயிட்டு தான், ஹாலிடேக்கு வந்த மாதிரி இருக்க வாழ்க்கை. They are enjoying their lives as though they were in a holiday spot. என்ன காரணம் அப்படின்னா, if you are not attached to anything, to any outcome, then wherever we are happy. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் இது, ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். See, what life does is, we are trying to be like that only sometimes. நம்ம பாட்டு பேசாமல் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். Then suddenly something will happen, some event will happen. It will immediately raise a lot of hopes for us, a lot of expectations for us. அப்படின்னா, the moment our expectations are raised, the moment our hopes are lifted up, then and there is a chance for it all to go crashing also. ஒன்றுமே பண்ண முடியாது லைஃப்பில். இது ரொம்ப சகஜம். அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும், ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கணும். We have to be very, very careful never to get caught up in any event whatsoever. அதனால தான் பகவான்லாம், ரமண பகவான் would caution so often, வெளியில் என்ன இருக்கு ஓய், எல்லாம் உள்ளதான் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு. வாட் இஸ் அவுட் சைடு? ஏன்னா இந்த அவுட் சைடு வேர்ல்டு இருக்கே, டெம்டேஷன்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, லீட் அஸ் நாட் இன் டு டெம்டேஷன் அப்படின்னு ப்ரேயர். வாட் இஸ் த டெம்டேஷன்? டெம்டேஷன் இஸ் டு கெட் காட் அப் இன் தி அஃபேர்ஸ் ஆஃப் தி எக்ஸ்டர்னல் வேர்ல்டு. நம்ம பேசாமல் இருப்போம். வி ஆர் கோயிங் ஸ்டடிலி இன் அவர் லைஃப், ஏதோ ஒரு ரொட்டீன், வி ஆர் மார்னிங் அண்ட் ஈவினிங் ஏதோ போயிட்டு இருப்போம். சடனாக சம்திங், ஒரு எக்ஸைட்டிங் ஈவெண்ட் வில் கம், ஒரு ப்ராமிஸ் வில் பி ஹேண்டட் அவுட் டு அஸ், ஆர் லைஃப் வில் சீம் டு கெட் அ டர்ன் ஃபார் த பெட்டர். That's okay. We are not saying we do not want all of those things to happen. If they are happening, that is all well and good. Anal, we should never get disturbed from our poise, from our state of peace. அப்படின்னு ஆகவே படாது. That is why Bhagavan in the Gita says, don't be happy அப்படிங்கிறான். சந்தோஷமா இருக்காதரா அப்படிங்கிறான். அப்படின்னே சொல்றான் பகவான். ஹர்ஷ பய எல்லாம் விமுக்தனாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். Don't be happy also. ஏன்னா happiness, if you become happy for something of this world, you are setting up a recipe for unhappiness. அங்கேயே self-addressed envelope with stamps, you are posting it to yourself for unhappiness also. அங்கேயே ஏன்னா சான்ஸ் இருக்கோ இல்லையோ, anything and everything, ஏதாவது சாஸ்வதமாக இருக்கா? anything, nothing is real. Nothing has ever been real, nothing will ever be real. All things are subject to change, all things undergo flux. அப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது வாட் வி திங்க் அப்படின்னா தென் ஊன்னு ஆகிடும். அப்படி தானே இருக்கு. எல்லாம் வந்து மேலே ஆரோகம் பண்ணால் அவரோகணமாக இருந்தோ இல்லையோ, அப்படி அப்புறம் அப்படின்னு ஒன்று ஹை ஒன்று லோ, ஒன்று ஹை ஒன்று லோ, இப்படி தானே லைஃப் இருக்குது. கோயிங் அப் அண்ட் டவுன், அப் அண்ட் டவுன், அப் அண்ட் டவுன் இல்லையா? அதனால என்ன சொன்னா அப்படின்னா, பி காம் அப்படின்னா, பி காம், காப்ஷாம இரு. Don't get excited. அது இல்லாததுனால, because that is not there, they are living their lives in very simple joys தான். பத்தியா பக்ஷி பாத்தியா, look at the bird, how beautiful, oh look at the river, how beautiful, look at the mountain, how beautiful. இவ்வளோதான் joy. இதுக்கு மேலே அது ஆறுது எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட் இல்லை. That is why Rama, because when the news was announced to Rama that tomorrow is your coronation as the crown prince, there was no excitement in him. Simple. Because there was no excitement in him, there was no sorrow also. Kausalya on the other hand, finally I am going to be happy. All these years I suffered. Your father is finally is going to make you the crown prince. I am going to be very happy. Damnu ஒரு happiness. அடுத்த நாளே no happiness. Sita is happy. No matter what, Sita is happy. ஏன்னா நீ ராஜாவானா எனக்கு என்ன வந்திருக்கு? எங்க ஆத்துக்கு வரைச்சு எல்லாத்தையும் அவுத்துட்டு தானே வரணும். Whether you are the king or whatever, when you come back home, you are going to remove your crown and everything. You are normal. You are the same person that I am dealing with every day. So whether you are in the forest or whether we are in the palace, it is the same thing. Nothing is going up, therefore nothing is coming down. Nothing in this world is worth getting excited over. Only children get excited. Children தான் குதிக்கும். சும்மா இருக்க முடியாது. They cannot stay still. They will jump up and down. Tomorrow we will go to the park. We are going to the park tomorrow. Children will jump up and down. பெரிய பள்ளம் குதிப்பாளா? பாப்போம். What is the mark of maturity? அப்படின்னா பார்க்கலாம். Let's see. அதான் mark of maturity. பாப்போம். அந்த காலத்தில் சொல்லுவா பழச்சு கடந்து அப்படின்னு. இஃப் யூ ஆர் அலைவ் டுமாரோ வில் சி அப்படின்பா. ஆஸ் யூ க்ரோ, ஆஸ் தே க்ரோ ஓல்டர், நோ டுமாரோ வில் டூ திஸ். நான் இப்போ பழச்சு கடந்து பண்ணுவோம். இஃப் யூ ஆர் அலைவ் டுமாரோ வில் சி அப்படி. என்ன இப்படி சொல்கிறேன்? எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட்டே இல்லையா? ஏன்னா மெச்சூரிட்டி, அதான் மெச்சூரிட்டி. வாட் இஸ் த சைன் ஆஃப் மெச்சூரிட்டி? நாட் பீங் எக்ஸைட்டட் இஸ் த சைன் ஆஃப் மெச்சூரிட்டி. Those who have seen life, they don't get excited. எல்லாம் பார்த்தாச்சு, என்ன பெரிய விஷயம். சும்மா அல்பத்துக்கு குதிச்சுன்னு இருக்கோம் அப்படியானால், if you are going to jump up and down for trivialities, it shows childishness, பாலிஷமதி. நனந்த ஹிருஷ்டோ ஜஹோச்ச துக்கம் புரவிப்ரவாசாத் அப்படின்னு, the fact of having been exiled itself is lost to them. They do not even remember it. இப்படியா இருக்கா? இங்கே we will leave Rama in this state of happiness. ஆனால் அங்கே in Ayodhya at the same time what is happening தெரியாது இல்லையா? After Rama left, Dasharatha said, I want to go to Kausalya's place, and அங்கே இருக்கார். He has been there. We left him, we abandoned him there, and we came, we travelled all the way with Rama for so many days until we have made Rama settle down happily in Chitrakotam. நீ இருமோய், you settle down here, we'll come back to you. We have to go to Ayodhya quickly, we'll go to Ayodhya and come back to you. சொல்லிட்டு we are going to Ayodhya. Scene is shifting to Ayodhya. அங்க என்ன ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா, Sumantara was on the banks of Ganga இல்லையா, saying tata bye bye to Rama. பார்த்தார், ராமர் வரல இல்லையா, Rama is gone. அதனால் ரொம்ப துக்கத்தோட on the third day at dusk, third day from the day of setting out at around evening time, without any cheer, without any happiness, Sumantara drives the empty chariot back into Ayodhya. பார்த்தா அயோத்தியாவே காலியாக இருக்குது. எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் சைலண்ட் இன் அயோத்தியா. lamps have not been lit in the houses. There is no cheer. Nobody is outside. The people are not walking outside. They are not sitting and talking to each other. There is no fun. There is no laughter. There is no cheer. There is no noise at all in Ayodhya. It is looking like Australia. ஏன்னா வெளில போய் பாருங்க. Just walk out of your house and see. Everything is as though everybody is dead. As though we are living in the city of the dead. ஒருத்தருமே இருக்கானோ. Nobody is outside. Nobody is talking. நம்ம ஊராக இருந்தால், இந்தியாவாக இருந்தால், from this house they will be talking with the person in the opposite house across the road. அவன் பேசிகிட்டே இருப்பா. அப்புறம் நடுவில் பஸ் வரும். But they will wait until the bus goes and they will continue talking. அவன் பேசிகிட்டு இருப்பா. எல்லாம் கச்ச கச்ச எல்லாரும் பேசி. இங்கெல்லாம் எல்லாம் சைலண்ட் இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப சைலண்ட்டாக இருக்குது. எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் சைலண்ட். And looking at that silent city which has never been like that before, Sumantara is thinking, has everybody died in the grief of Rama? கேட்கவே கேட்குறேன். எல்லாரும் போயிட்டாளா? கச்சின்ன ச கஜா சாஸ்வா சஜனா சஜனாதிபா ராம சந்தாப துக்கேன தக்தா சோகாக்னினா புரி. Have they all perished in the flames of sorrow of separation from Rama? அப்படின்னு பார்க்க, slowly as the chariot is seen, all the people start coming out. எல்லாம் வெளில ரக்குவ ராமா, where is Rama, where is Rama அப்படின்னா, no, where is Rama? He says, I left him on the banks of Ganga and I have come back. He asked me to go back, அதனால I have come back அப்படிங்கிறார் சுமந்தரர். ஆஹா திக் அஹோ திக்கிதி ஹா ராமேதி ஹா ராமா அலாஸ் அப்படின்னு எல்லாரும் they are all starting to cry. எல்லாரும் ஆஹா இனிமே இந்த கண்ணால ராமரை பார்க்க முடியாதா? சுஷ்ராவச்ச வச்சஸ்தேஷாம் விருந்தம் விருந்தம் ஜதிஷ்டிதாம் ஹதாஸ்ம கலு ஏனேஹ பஷ்யாம இதி ராகவம். ஆஹா, we will not be able to see Rama with these eyes. Alas, we cannot see Rama anymore. இந்த கண்ணால ராமரை பார்க்க முடியாதா? இந்த காதால ராமர் வார்த்தையை கேட்க முடியாதா? தான யஜ்ஞ விவாஹேஷு சமாஜேஷு மஹத்சு ச ந த்ரக்ஷ்யாமஹ புனர்ஜாதோ தார்மிகம் ராமவந்தரா. Earlier we used to go to yajnas because Rama used to come. We used to go to weddings because Rama used to come. Now Rama will not come. Alas, what to do? What is the use of people getting married also because Rama will not come? இதெல்லாம் Sumantara is watching all of this, seeing all the sorrow there. He hurries quickly to the palace. அவசரமா போறார் palace. He doesn't want to listen to all of this anymore. At the same time, there is also sorrow in his heart. What am I going to tell Kausalya? What am I going to tell Dasharatha? அப்படின்னு அங்கேருந்து போய் he goes into the chamber where Dasharatha is lying down. Again, when he goes there, he tells the king, I have left Rama at the banks of Ganga and I have come here. They all listen to it. On listening to the fact that it is all done, it is all finally fait accompli, it has been done, nothing can be done about it. Dasharatha realizes the truth now. It sinks in. He faints. He falls down. Sumitra and Kausalya lift him up, wake him up. Kausalya சொல்றா, why don't you ask him what happened? என்ன சொன்னான்னு கேட்க மாட்டேங்கிறே. Get up. Why are you fainting? Are you ashamed of yourself that you have done such a injustice? Arise. At least ask him what happened. Ask your charioteer what happened. How is Raman? Are you afraid of Kaikeyi? She is not here. Don't worry. You can freely ask. அப்படிங்கிற கௌசல்யா. நேக திஷ்டதி கைகேயி விஸ்ரப்தௌ பிரதிபாஷ்யதா. You can freely ask. Don't be afraid. Kaikeyi is not here. குத்தி காமிக்கிறா. ராமாயணத்தில் what do we find in Srimad Ramayanam? The characters are all very sublime but very human also. They are not impossibly sublime. Thank God. Thank God for us, they are not impossibly noble. That there is no way we can be like them. Overpowered, they are not goody 45 shoes. They are also normal. Kausalya is very good. Kausalya listens to Dasharatha. You sent my son to the forest, still I will keep quiet. I will only worship you. சந்தோஷமோன்னோ அப்படின்னு கேட்குறான். என்ன திருப்தியா? அமுச்சுட்டே இப்போ என்னதுக்கு வாயில் என்ன குழக்கட்டையா வச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன் கேளுமே அப்படிங்கிற. ஆஸ்க். why don't you ask now? Are you afraid of Kaikeyi? She is not here. You can freely ask. அப்படின்னு துக்கத்தோட சொல்றாப்பா. துக்கத்தினால இதில் என்னன்னா, it is not artificial. நமக்கு இது இப்படி தானே இருக்கும். Any human being when they are in that much sorrow, they forget what is right and wrong. They forget what is right and wrong, and therefore they will twit or they will taunt or they will scold. இதெல்லாம் நடக்கும் காமன். ஆனால் what makes them sublime later on அப்படின்னா, they realize it and stop. அதான் sublime. In a moment of grief they may say something, but what makes them noble, what makes them sublime, every character including Kausalya, they will stop, they will control themselves, they will restrain themselves. அதுதான் விஷயம் இங்க. As we go ahead we will see it. Dasharatha looks at Sumantra, the charioteer, and asks him, how is Rama? Kvanu vatsyati dharmatma vrikshamoolam upashritaha soatyanta sukita suta kimashishyati raghavaha. How is Rama? Where will he live? What will he eat? Accustomed as he is to comfort, is he lying down on the bare ground under a tree? How can they live like that? அப்படின்னு பரதோட கேட்குறா. What did they say? How are they? How is Sita? What did they say? Did they say anything to us? You alone are lucky because you got to see them for an extra 3 days. நாங்கள் யாரும் பார்க்கலையே. என்ன சொன்னாவா? What did they say? Tell me everything. Tell me where he sat, where he slept, what food he ate. எல்லாம் சொல்லு. Tell us everything, only then we will feel happy. அப்படின்னு. Sometimes, when you travel overseas and come to countries like this, our parents will call on the phone. They will ask us, so what did you eat? What did you have for breakfast? What did you have for lunch? அப்படின்னு கேட்பா. நம்ம கோவம் வரும். Sometimes we feel irritated. No, என்ன சாப்பிட்டா என்ன இதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப too much. Why are you constantly micromanaging, asking all these details? தோணும். அப்படி இல்லை. It is not that they are asking those details because they want to find fault with us or anything, or சும்மா curiosity இல்லை. It is a way of connecting. தசரதன் கேட்குறான், பற்றி என்ன சாப்பிட்டா, எங்கே உட்காந்துட்டா, வாட் டிட் யூ டூ, வேர் டிட் யூ ஸ்லீப், இதை கேட்டு என்ன பண்ண போகிறேன்? நீ என்ன மெத்தையை அனுப்ப போகிறேன்? Are you going to send the cooks to look after him, or are you going to send mattresses to him? What are you going to do? Nothing can be said. அப்போ ஏன்னா It is the only means by which they can establish some kind of a connection because they are missing these people. Tell me what Rama did. Apo Sumantara, with his voice choked with tears, words faltering in grief, tells the king, this is what Rama said. Abdin verbatim, he repeats what Rama said. Anjalim Raghava Kritva Shirasa Bipranamya Cha. Rama asked me to convey to you, eppadi sonnarna, Abraveen Mam Maharaja Dharmamevānupālayan Anjalim Raghava Kritva Shirasa Bipranamya Cha. Please convey to my father my salutations with my palms joined above my head at his lotus feet. My father who is always only practicing dharma. Sutamadvachanatasya tatasya viditatmanaha shirasa vandaniyasya vandyau padau mahatmanaha. To my father who is well versed in knowledge, unto him convey my pranams, convey my prostrations to his feet. Sarvamantahpuram vachyam suta madvachanatvaya arogyam avisheshena yatarham cha vivadanam. Without any distinction, convey my salutations to all the women in the Antapura, in Dasharatha Maharaja's inner courts, and inquire on my behalf of their well-being. Mata cha mama Kausalya kushalam cha vivadanam. To my mother Kausalya, inquire for me on my behalf her well-being and offer my prostrations to her. Apramadam cha vaktavya bhruyaschainamidam vachaham. Carefully tell her that we are all well. And convey this message to my mother. Dharmanitya yata kalam agnayagara parabhava devi devasya padaucha devavat paripalaya. Tell me, mother, Amma, O mother, adhering to the path of dharma, perform in the appropriate time, all the rituals that have to be performed at the chamber of the sacrificial fire. Agnigara parabhava. And look after my father Dasharatha, your husband, considering him as God, offer your services to him. Abhimanam cha manam cha tektva vartasva matrushu. Give up all your ego and pride and deal with all my other mothers with love. Anu raja namaryam cha kaikeyi ambakaraya. Ensure that Mother Kaikeyi still remains favorable to the king, well disposed to the king. Kumare bharate vritti vartitavya cha rajavat artha jeshta hi rajano rajadharma manusmara. And behave to Bharata as though he is the king, not as though he is a young boy. In terms of status, even though in age he is younger, artha jeshta, in content, in position, he is elder because he is the king. Adanala, behave to him as you should to the king. You have to keep Rajadharma as a prerogative, and therefore you should give respect to him. Bharata kushalam vachyo madvachanena cha sarvasveva yathanyayam vrittim vartasva matrushu. And tell Bharata, convey to Bharata my well-being and tell Bharata my words that he should conduct himself towards all the mothers equally. Bharata should be told that although you have become the Yuvaraja, you must attend to the father who is the king until his old age when he decides to step down. Until then, he should not be restricted in any manner. Even though he is old, he should not be restricted in any manner. All his orders should be obeyed. Abdina, Rama wanted this message to be conveyed to Bharata. Abravichapi mam bhuyo Brisham ashruni vartayan mateva mama mata te drashtavya putra gardini. And while shedding profuse tears, he also said, conveyed to Bharata that his mother should be looked after as his own, Rama's mother should be looked after by Bharata as his own mother. Initially, when he said this, O king, Rama's lotus eyes were filled with tears. Verbatim, everything is narrating. Sumantra. Lakshmanastu, as for Lakshmana, but Lakshmanastu, but on the other hand, Lakshmana. Susankruddaha was seething with anger. Nishvasan Vakyam Abravit, he was hissing with anger. And this is the words he said. Kena yamaparadena rajaputro vivasitaha. For what offense has Rama been banished? For what crime has Rama been exiled? Rajnya tu kalu kaikeya lagutva shritya shasanam kritam karyam akaryam va vayam yena vipiditaha. The king has submitted himself to Lagu Shasanam. Lagu Shasanam அப்படின்னா ஒரு ட்ராஷ் கமாண்ட்னு சொல்றாங்க அதுக்கு. Listening to the trash words of Kaikeyi, not knowing whether, not minding whether it is just or unjust, an act has been committed in the form of the exile of Rama. Whether it is out of greed for the kingdom or whether it is for the sake of the execution of the boon bestowed, either way it was an unjust and evil act. Yadi pravrajito Ramo lobakaranakaritam varadana nimittam va sarvata dushkritam kritam. Doesn't matter what noble reasons you give for it, action is vile. Rama's exile is vile. Or maybe Maharaja thought because he is the king, he can do whatever he wants. Adanala maybe he has done anything. Whatever the case may be, I do not see any reason for Rama's banishment. Asamikshya samarabdam viruddham buddhilagavat janayishyati sankrosham ragavasya vivasanam. Rama's banishment has been done unjustly, foolishly, without any proper consideration to right and wrong. It will only end in sorrow. It is only a cause of sorrow. Tell the king, Lakshmana's message is, Aham tavan maharaje pitrutvam nopalakshaye. I do not consider Dasharatha as my father anymore. Brata bharta cha banduscha pita cha mamaragavaha. My brother, my protector, my friend, my father, everything is only Rama to me. Who can be pleased with the king for the action that he has done by sending Rama to the forest? Sarva prajabhiramam hi ramam pravrajya dharmikam sarvalokam viruddhyemam katam raja bhavishyasi. How will you continue to be the king after having performed an action that is completely in violation to dharma and totally against the well-being of your own subjects? How can you claim to be the king? அப்படின்னு லக்ஷ்மணா மெசேஜ். அதில் சுமந்தருக்கு என்ன சந்தோஷமோ தெரியல, வருத்தம் கடை எல்லாத்தையும் வேணும் அந்த மனுஷனுக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். எல்லாருக்கும் துக்கம் இல்லையோப்பா. Sumantara narrates all of these words also without mincing any. He doesn't censor anything. Pavam, king will feel bad. After all, king is king. You are no king. You are no father of mine. You have done a foolish act. How dare you claim yourself to be the king after having acted against the interests of your own kingdom and the people of the kingdom? Janaki tu Maharaja Nishvasanti Manaswini. As for Janaki, as for Sita, enna panna appadina Nishvasanti Manaswini, she was sighing. The noble Janaki stood sighing there. Bhuta pakhata chitteva vishtita vismrita smita. What was she doing? Vishmita stita. She was standing there as though she was possessed of a spirit or something, without knowing what to do. She was just standing there motionless, bewildered. Adrishta Purva Vyasana Rajyaputri Yashaswini, that Sita of great repute, great renown, who has never before seen any sorrow, Tena dukke narudati naiva mam kinchid abravit, did not say anything to me because she was overwhelmed by sorrow. She was overwhelmed by grief. Udvikshamana bhartaram mukena parishusyata mumocha sahasa bashpam mam prayantam udikshasa. She kept looking at her husband's pale face and burst into tears. And supported by Lakshmana's arms, Rama also stood there, his face streaming with tears, palms folded, while Sita was looking at me and weeping. In the Madhurya, I saw them and I came. Abdinu Sumantara says how he left them there. How clad in bark robes with their hair matted, they crossed the Ganga and proceeded towards Prayaga. How with Lakshmana walking ahead, Sita in the middle and Rama bringing up the rear, they walked into the forest. He describes that. He says even the horses did not want to come back. Somehow reluctantly I made my way back to Ayodhya. I still waited there for a while, hoping that Rama might call me back. Another was, Rama did not turn back. He walked into the forest. And I have come here. Abdin, he narrates the whole thing. Naturally, the king is going to be sad. Everybody is sad. There is a lot of sorrowful dialogues that are coming up here. A few chapters of Dasharatha lamenting, Kausalya lamenting. And our name, Kausalya speaks some fairy words towards Dasharatha, saying, are you happy now? Have you done everything? Or you never gave me any joy? All along you gave me sorrow. And now finally, the one joy that I had was my son, and you've taken him also away. In the Madhuri Panyache, what is the use now? Alas, I am in such a plight. Gatireka patirnarya dvitiya gatir atmajaha tritiya jnatayo rajan chaturthi neha vidyate tatra tvam chaiva ne nasti me nasti ramascha vanamashritah na vanam gantum ichchami sarvata nihata tvaya. Kausalya says to a woman, husband is the first refuge, son is the second, her relatives are the third, and there is no fourth alternative for her in the world. Of this, you, Cholra, tatra tvam chaiva me nasti, nee irundalum illadha madri enakku. You are as good as non-existent for me. You never did anything for me. You never did anything for me. I thought at least son will be there. My son has also gone to the forest. What is there left for me? You have destroyed me in every way. At least if I want to go to the forest, my son says, stay here, I cannot even go to the forest. You have completely destroyed me. Not only you have destroyed me, you have destroyed the kingdom also. Hatam tvaya rajyamidam sarashtram hatas tatatma saha mantribhischa hatasa putrasmi hatascha pauraha sutascha bharyacha tava prahrishtav. Hatam tvaya rajyamidam. You have killed the kingdom. You have killed all the people. You have ruined yourself. You have killed all the ministers. You have brought disaster to me. You have brought disaster to my son. The only two people that are happy in all of Kosala Desha are Bharata and Kaikeyi. Sandoshama, are you happy now? Abdinu Kovathala, Kausalya Devi starts to scold Dasharatha. At the gate, Hanu Makav falls into a faint. Again he faints. Prasadaye tvam kausalye rachito yaumayanjalihi vatsala chandrashamsa cha tvam hi nityam pareshvapi. Kausalye, don't speak like this to me, ma. I pray to you, joining my palms in front of you, I pray to you, please do not speak to me in this manner, please be merciful to me. Yenna, you are always affectionate, you are even cruel towards your enemies. Abdi irukka na bharta dane ma. Bharta tu kalu narinam gunavan nirgunopi va dharmam vimrshamananam pratyaksham devi daivatam. To the woman, the Shastras say husband is God, whether he is dharmik or adharmik. Gunavan, Nirguna Upiva, whether he has got good qualities or whether he is without any good qualities, whatever the case may be, husband is to be treated as God, and Shastra says. Satvam dharma para nityam dushtaloka para vara narhase vipriyam vaktum dukkita pisu dukkitam. Even though you are plunged in grief, you should not lose your bounds and say these kind of words. Because I am also equally suffering, do not say these words, I pray to you. Appadinu sonna. The moment Dasharatha in his grief apologized to Kausalya, immediately Sa murdhani vadva rudati rajya Padma Padmamivanchalyum Sambramadabravitrasta Tvaramanaksharam vachaha. Immediately she put her hands on top of her head and very hurriedly she started saying these words out of fear. She said, "Yo, don't do this to me. Prasida shirasa yache bhumau nipatita smite." I fall at your feet, fall upon the ground at your feet, but do not say these words to me. Appadinu Kausalya starts to apologize to Dasharatha. You must pardon me. I made a mistake. I committed a mistake. In the depth of sorrow, unnecessarily I uttered certain words. I should not have said this. Ayyo. A woman who is entreated to by the husband loses everything in this world. Naisha hi sastri bhavati shlaganiyena dhimata ubhayor lokayor veera patyaya samsadhyate. If the husband has to go behind the wife and request her, if the wife has to be requested or prayed to by the husband, such a wife has lost both the worlds, this world as well as the next world. I know dharma, janami dharmam dharmajna, I know my dharma, anal shoko nashyate shrutam, because of my shoka, I forgot it. Shoko nashyate dhairyam, shoko nashyate shrutam, shoko nashyate sarvam nasti shoka samo ripuhu. I have heard that when man is plunged in sorrow, he loses sight of dharma, he loses his courage, he loses everything. There is no greater evil than sorrow. There is no greater enemy than sorrow. I have heard, today I realized my mistake. In sorrow, I uttered certain words that I should not have uttered. Please forgive me. Dukkam irukke, when we are sad, one of the first things we feel always when we are sad is entitled. If we are sad, the moment we are sad, we feel we are right. We are justified. And everybody has to make amends to us. And the attitude will come to us. And the attitude will be Kausalya also. Sorrow automatically gives us a sense of I am right and I am the victim. I don't know what feeling. And once that feeling comes, then we do not know what we are saying, what we are speaking. There is a great enemy in the form of sorrow. Excitement, we saw about excitement, sorrow also. Excitement and sorrow both, that is why. Harsha, Marsha, Bhayod Muktaha, Bayan Muktaha, free from joy, sorrow, everything. Na shochati, na kankshati. Na shochati, it is not sorrow. Dukkam makes us lose sight of reality, it makes us lose sight of dharma also. In the world of dharma, from a worldly point of view, it makes us lose sight of dharma. From a spiritual point of view, it makes us lose sight of the Atma. Dukkam. Excitement is also the same. That is why equanimity patti avada children. One of the important features we are going to see, we have been seeing so far with Rama is his equanimity, equipoise. If we are not calm, we cannot take decisions properly. Nanachu parunga eppume yarukume seri. Even if you are going to be sad because of someone else's sorrow also, what is it going to do? It will stop you from thinking straight. You may think it is compassion. But even when you worry for somebody else, ஜென்ரலாகவே இந்த வார்த்தை சொல்லுவோம் நம்ம, பாவம் அவா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? ஐயோ பாப்பம் அப்படின்னு, ஓ புவர் ஓ புவர் தே அப்படின்னு. அது நம்ம தமிழில் சொல்லும்போதோ சம்ஸ்கிருதத்தில் சொல்லும்போது பாப்பம், இல்லை தெலுங்குல சொல்கிறச்ச கூட ஐயோ பாப்பம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். கன்னடத்தில் கூட ஐயோ பாப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். நம்ம தமிழில் சொல்லுவோம் ஐயோ பாவம் அப்படின்னு. பாவம் மீன்ஸ் சின், லிட்ரலி பாவம் மீன்ஸ் சின். பாப்பா, பாப்பம், பாவம் எல்லாம் சின். So when somebody is suffering or somebody is in sorrow, we say ஐயோ பாப்பம், ஐயோ பாவம் அப்படின்னு. ஆனால் it is not the right attitude, it is not the right thing to say also. Swami never used to like it. If he said ஐயோ பாப்பா அப்படின்னு, ஐயோ பாப்பம் நீ ரொம்ப புண்ணியமோன்னு கேட்பார் சுவாமி. நீ ரொம்ப புண்ணியமோ அப்படின்னு. Why are you ஐயோ பாப்பம் for them na, are you great punyam? There is no need for sorrow even for others' sake. When you feel sad for others, you will also you will not be able to think properly. You will get caught up in enna panna. Avasharame illa. Equanimity is necessary in all situations whenever possible. If you remember, then try and practice equanimity. Samatvam yoga uchyate nu chala. Samatvam is yoga. What is yoga? Apna samatvam da yoga. Equanimity is yoga. Maintaining that equanimity is yoga irukattu. Na Bhagavan paathan thane irukkan. Na Bhagavan illaya. God is there for everything. For everything Bhagavan is there. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால அந்த ஈக்வானிமிட்டி. அப்போ ஈக்வானிமிட்டி அப்படின்னா என்ன தோன்றது? நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் என்ன தோன்றதுன்னா ராமர் அழுதாரே அப்படின்னு தோணும். இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் that immediately comes up is, just now Sumantra said Rama stood there with tears pouring down his eyes. Rama stood there with tears pouring down his eyes when he conveyed a message to Sumantra. அதுக்கப்புறம் the moment he turned and got into the river, அந்த ரிவரை பாரு, அங்கே பாரு, இங்கே பாரு, மறந்து போச்சு, எல்லாம் forgotten. Equanimity does not mean you become a log with no emotions. எல்லாம் மறந்து, people do not understand equanimity. ஏதோ stroke வந்து, facial stroke, and they cannot smile, they cannot move their face, they all have to become Kanye West அப்படின்னு நினச்சிக்காதான் equanimity இல்லை. That is not equanimity. I cannot even smile, I cannot move anything, I cannot cry. அது இல்லை equanimity. அப்போ என்னன்னா, அது ஒரு பாய்ஸ் இருக்கு, இட் நெவர் கோஸ் அவே. அந்த க்ஷணத்தில் ஒரு, இஃப் தேர் இஸ் அ மூவிங் சீன், அ மூவிங் சிச்சுவேஷன் அப்படின்னா, இஃப் டியர்ஸ் கம்னா டியர்ஸ் கம், தட் இஸ் நாட் லாஸ்ட், த சாந்தி ஹஸ் நாட் கான், equanimity ஹஸ் நாட் கான். ஏன்னா அடுத்த க்ஷணம் போயிடுத்தே, த நெக்ஸ்ட் இன்ஸ்டன்ட் இட் கோஸ் அவே. Everybody likes a nice big discussion about Rama crying. எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவா, ஏன்னா ராமர் ஞானின்னா, ராமர் அவதாரம்னா அழுதாரே. Why did Rama cry if he is God? Why did Rama cry if he is a ஞானி அப்படின்னா. The same Rama who cries also is without any botheration when he goes into the forest. ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை. இங்க இப்பதானே சொன்னோம், they totally forgot that they have been banished. No carrying over. அப்படி எப்படின்னா, அந்த க்ஷணம் என்ன இருக்கோ அது next second that is gone. There are no residues left. There are no residues left. அந்த க்ஷணத்தில், because one has to be, பாருங்க, you cannot artificially restrain yourself. நிகிரகம் கிம் கரிஷ்யதி அப்படின்னு பகவான் asks in the Gita. Artificial restraint is dangerous. Suppressing emotions artificially is dangerous. But carrying them on forever is also dangerous. That is also disease. அது ஒரு disease. அது never being able to let go is a disease. Sorrow இருக்கா, அழத்தான் போகணும், ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கே, ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கு, அதுக்காக don't carry on. அது அந்த க்ஷணமே விட்டுடும். It is like water flowing. Like water flowing in one moment, அந்த இடத்துல, as water flows in a river, if you look at one spot, it is never the same. Next second to second water is flowing, it is just leaving no traces behind. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும். ஒருத்தரோட ஸ்வபாவம் இருக்கு இல்லையா? People have got their own swabhavas. Some people make a big deal about certain things. ஹூ எல்லாம் பண்ணும், அப்புறம் மறந்து போச்சு. Some people become emotional for everything. ஆனால் next instant அது க்ளீனாக அந்த க்ஷணம் அப்படி இருக்குது, next moment it is all gone. அப்படிங்கிறது இருந்தாலே போதும். We are not asking everybody to become logs of wood without any emotion, without any feelings. No matter what happens, I'll just sit like this. அப்படி இல்லை. That is why again and again we look at the lives of all the great Mahatmas, all the great saints and jnanis and avatara purushas also. என்ன பார்க்குறோம்னா, anger is there for a moment, sorrow is there for a moment, joy is there for a moment. எல்லாம் அப்படி வந்துட்டு போகிறது. Nothing stays, nothing leaves behind any impressions in them. No dukkha ever remains in them. No injustice, feeling of injustice ever remains in them. We are going to see when Rama says, if Ravana comes also, I will forgive him. How can you forgive him? Did he not cause sorrow? No, that appapa. Sorrow was then. Today if he comes and gives Sita back, why should I be sorrowful? Should I still continue saying, no, what is the need? It is finished. அப்பப்போ என்னென்ன தர்மமோ அந்த டயத்தில் as appropriate to that moment, whatever it is that the Antaryami makes us do, we do. Next moment we forget it, we move on. Not moving on is the problem. Not letting go is the problem. இல்லையா? ஒரு கதை சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? When two sannyasis were crossing a river, they had gone somewhere, they were returning back to their ashramam and they had to cross a river, and when they came to the river, anga there was a young lady who was afraid to cross the river because the river was a bit of a fast moving current. She wants to cross but she is afraid to cross. She did not know how to do it. And there was an elderly sannyasi and a young sannyasi. Seeing this woman wanting to cross and being afraid, she requests them, please help me cross now. Chi, I do not even see women. The old man said, I do not even see any ladies. Keeping his eyes like this, he jumped in the river and crossed so that he should not even see her. The younger sannyasi on the other hand, he said, okay Amma, you come, you sit on my back, I will ferry you across. He made her sit on his back and got her across the river and got her down, and she went her way and they both started walking towards their ashram. After a few hours of walking, as they were coming towards the ashram, they were almost reached the ashram. The old man says, I still can't get over the fact that you touched a woman. As a sannyasi, you still touched a woman and you brought her across the river. I still can't get over the fact. About the other sannyasi, younger sannyasi, looked at him and said, I left the woman on the banks of the river itself. Why are you still carrying her here? She needed help. I brought her across, and the next moment I forgot that I did that also. You on the other hand, for 4 hours, 5 hours, you've been walking thinking about the woman only. You are carrying her for longer than I did. The emotions, memories எல்லாம் கூட என்ன மண்ணாங்கட்டி மெமரி. ஃபோட்டோவாக வச்சுன்னு ஆல்பத்தில் வேற பார்க்கணும் எல்லாருக்கும். போகிற நமக்கு வேற காமிக்குங்கள். நீ என்னத்தையோ பண்ணி தொலை, எனக்கு ஏன் காமிக்கிற? People have to go on a holiday, they have to take photos. ஏன் பார்த்து முடிஞ்சு போச்சே. You are there, you see, it is finished. No, they have to take photos of it and then store it in their USB. When you go to their houses by chance, then they will, you should see. I mean, other company will log it into the thing, pre screen, இங்கே தான் this event. யார் கேட்டா? அப்போ என்ன சினிமாவை பார்க்குறோம்? என்ன என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டா? அது தலையெழுத்து. நீயே போயிருக்கப்படாது. நீ போயிட்டு வந்து என்ன வேற அனாவசியமாக வந்து படுத்துறிய? என்ன மெமரி? வாட் மெமரி? only one thing needs to be remembered. அது மறந்து போயாச்சு. That has been forgotten. The one thing that needs to be remembered has been completely forgotten. All other useless things are remembered. எதுன்னா இடைவிடாத ஸ்வரூப ஸ்மரணைன்னு சொல்றார் பகவான். Uninterrupted memory, remembrance of the self, that has been completely forgotten. Bhagavan has been forgotten. All kinds of useless things are remembered. Past grievances, past stories, எங்கேயோ போய் எந்த திரேதாயுகத்திலேயே எங்கேயோ போய் எத்தையோ தின்னோம், அது ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். Remember we ate this there. ஏன் என்னத்துக்கு வந்து வாசனா? இதுதான் வாசனான்னு பேர். This is called வாசனா. Why unnecessarily bring all of those things? Why carry all of those things? ஏன்னா memory is not been overwritten. இதெல்லாம் இந்த என்ன ரேமா சொல்லுவா, ரேண்டம் ஆக்சஸ் மெமரி, ராம் இருக்கணும். ராம் if the RAM memory is there அப்படின்னா it keeps wiping out, overwriting, all the other things are wiped out. You have a USB disk. Now what do you do in that USB drive? You put in something, then you clean it, then you put more things into it, you clean it, you put more things into it, பண்றோம் இல்லையா? You delete everything and then you can store new things in it. RAM தானே அதுக்கு பேரு. We say 512 GB RAM அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோமே. And then it writes and then overwrites. It writes and overwrites. It is different to the hard disk or different to that flash disk and all. This is the computer the one that makes the computer work properly. If the RAM is free, அப்படின்னா computer works fast. Yes or no? RAM there is a lot of junk and cache stuff and all இருந்ததுன்னா this computer becomes slow. அப்ப என்ன சொல்றானா, clean the RAM memory, delete all the temporary files எல்லாம் சொல்லுவா இல்லையா? அதுதான் இது. நம்ம மைண்டுமே RAM மாதிரி தான். RAM தான் இருக்கணும் அதில். In this RAM memory only RAM should be there. Only RAM should be there தவிர other unnecessary things should not be there. RAM அதுக்கு தான் பேர் வச்சிருக்கா. அதுக்கு அதில் all kinds of temporary files we have unnecessarily put in. Temporary files தான் நிறைச்சி வச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். எல்லாம் temporary files தான். .tmp's. ஏன்னா எல்லாம் டெம்பரரி தானே. அனித்யம் அசுகம் லோகம் அப்படின்னா anything that you remember with respect to this world is .tmp file. If you do not know what .tmp is, go and search in your computer. .tmp னு போட்டு பாரு, மில்லியன்ஸ்ல வரும் ஃபைல்ஸ். ஏன்னா every time you run a program, .tmp files are generated. Every time you access something, a temporary file is generated. That is why it's called TMP. Like that, life முழுக்க all memories in life are temporary only. எல்லாம் மறந்து போய் நம்மளே we will be arguing. கடைசியில் what will happen அப்படின்னா, husband and wife will be fighting. What are they fighting over? No, we went in 2001. 2002ல போனோம், 2001ல போகவே இல்லை. 2002 உனக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியாது, நீ எப்போ பாரு தப்பு தான் போனோம். 2001ல போனோம், 2002 நான் சொல்லிகிட்டே இருக்கேன். 2002ல போனோம், இது சண்டை போடும். கடைசியில் என்னன்னா, அவ 2003ல போயிருப்பா. Both the husband and wife will be having a big argument. We went in 2001. No, we went in 2002. Finally, they would have gone in 2003. Argument will be going on. Memory is useless. We don't remember half the things we don't remember. நேத்திக்கு என்ன சாப்பிட்டோமே இன்னைக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்க மாட்டேங்கிறது. We don't even remember what we ate yesterday. என்னத்துக்கு? What should be remembered? Ram should be remembered. அதான் random access memory இல்லை, ராமச்சந்திர மெமரி. சதா ஸ்மராமி ராமேதி ராமம் அப்படி தானே பாடுறோம். சதா ஸ்மராமி ராமன் தான் பாடுறோம். ஸ்மர அப்படிங்கிறச்சே ராம தான் அது. That is what is called equanimity. Not holding on. In the moment, we react. That is a culmination or a coming together of various factors. The actual event, the appropriate response to the event, our svabhavas, our past experiences that bring us to reacting to that event in this particular manner, our current state, frame of mind, which is a product of the food that we have eaten, the experiences that we have had, what we have seen, all our hormonal balances and imbalances in the body, all of that put together make us react in a particular moment, in a certain way. That is appropriate to that moment because that is what we are at that point in time. Puriyarda? At that point in time, based upon the chemical composition of the body, the food that we have eaten, the hormones and so on, that is the appropriate response we have done. Then leave it. Don't hold on to a memory of it. Let it go. The same thing in the next, coming another time, your response may be completely different because that is a product of that moment. This is what they mean when they say live in the moment. Live in the moment na enna arthona? Let go da live in the moment. Yeah, obviously you have to live in the moment only. You cannot live in the past. You cannot live in the future. You have to live in the present only. But what does it mean when they say live in the present அப்படின்னா? அதே சர்வபாவேன தமேவ சரணங்கச்ச சர்வபாவேன பாரதா அப்படின்னு பகவான் explains in the Gita. As appropriate as the response, respond. Then let go. How to do? If you do not let go, you cannot have Shanti. Shanti is possible only with Tyaga. Tyagat Shantiranantaram. Tyagathanaala dhaan Shanti. Tyagam, now what is it that we are giving up? All of this nonsense we are giving up. Deleting temp files, freeing up your memory so that you can remember Swarupa. Atma. Illana Atma nyavame varadu. Atma Smriti will not come, Swarupa Smriti, Hari Smriti will not come when mind is filled with all other kinds of memories. Bhagavan will not be remembered. Now let everything go, hold on to the truth. That is what is called as equanimity. That equanimity is what we have to practice. Not practice being wooden, but practice letting go. Okay, Mundi Poch. Let's move on. We'll stop here. We'll move on. We'll come back again tomorrow. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama Anjaneya Swami Ki सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री स ईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।